Well guys, this is not fun. Packing up everything. We are moving, getting a new house, our own house. Right now, you guys know this is military housing. This wasn't forever, but man, there is so much stuff to pack still. Luckily, I left these in their packages because that makes it a little bit easier to transport. But when it comes down to these loose ones, it's going to be a little difficult. I just really hope we can get through all of this without damaging anything. The struggle is real, guys. We're gonna keep the track up just for races, but yeah, this is hectic. Well guys, it's a mess. We got a mail call, we got some new additions. I know it's like crazy timing for all that stuff, but I mean, we got our totes full. This one's pretty much maxed out. I don't want to put anything in there. We got a new casting I haven't showcased yet. A lot of stuff still needs to get bagged, and if you are doing this, I highly recommend going to Walmart and getting these 3x4-inch reclosable bags. They are a lifesaver, especially if you're a loose collector. They are like the perfect size. Now, there's a lot of collectors that when they do trades and they send in loose cars, they do a lot of these bags. But I will say they also provide extra cushion. Like in this one, this is pretty much all of the loose castings so far. And the good thing about it is when you put them in the bag, don't release all the air. Let some air sit in the bag. Kind of creates a little bubble in there, so it's going to protect it. But also, you're not getting paint to paint transfer. It's not getting scratched up. And a lot of the weight distribution, even though it's in a bag, it actually plays out very well. And if you guys remember when we moved from Arizona to South Dakota, we did the same thing, and every car that I had in baggies survived the move. I mean, there was no damage, no broken pieces, no broken parts. Now, I know there's going to be some part of this whole process that something is going to break off, but I'm going to do my very best to take care of everything, from wrapping my 118s, my 124s, all of these I will wrap up individually. Nothing too crazy because we're not going that far. And yes, where we're going, I will have this same amount of space roughly, but it should be exact, except we're gonna have carpet, finished walls. You're not gonna have all these beams and exposed studs. So if you guys remember, when we moved in here, I put all this pegboard up and hung this on here. These are the screws that held up every single card for the Mustang. So a lot of people would ask like how I hang them up. It's simple pegboard, and I just used a flat screw, nothing fancy. These sheets are about $8 a piece. We have 3 here. We have 4 over there, and then we ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 over there. And then of course you can get a screw box, 250 screws for under $7, something like that. So very easy. They do fall out sometimes, like if you're trying to move cards around, the hook, the J hook of the card will catch these. Sometimes it'll fall out. So if you have a whole row of cars, it is a pain at times, but it's a very efficient way to do it. Now this wall, this was all thumbtacks, guys. All the supers, all of the multi-packs, all the M2s, all of that stuff was thumbtacked. You can kind of see the holes in here. All these up here are still on there. I got to pull those out. Those are the flat tacks. But everything else, all this will get pulled off the walls. All this will get pulled off. This shelf right here, that's going in the trash. We're not bringing it with us. A lot of these shelves aren't coming with us. And all of these I got from when people throw them away, especially during our bulk trash, which is every month. I would find these bookshelves just put out on the curb. I'm like, yep, that one's coming home. All of these were all thrown out, and I reutilized them for the collection. So it worked out. But at the same time, with this new house we're doing, it's a new build. I don't want mix match stuff. I don't want old rink-a-dink type stuff like these. I put these shelves together. It's a white shelf with a black shelf. It doesn't match. These two don't even go together. This one I made as well. This shelf sticks out like 2 inches. I mean, it did what it was supposed to, as far as the collection. But I will say, if you guys are packing up stuff, just really plan things out. Get the right totes. These boxes are extra large and they are completely packed. And I'm actually marking them this time. So this one's Johnny Lightning, Greenlight, Mini GT, autographed cars. This one has my RLCs, Supers, 5-packs, muscle machines, more Johnny Lightnings, chases. And then we got totes. We got that tote. We have another tote that's going to be mainly for all of these loose cars right here. All of these have to go in bags. And then there'll be another box specifically for all of these M2s. Now, maybe it's going to be a tote, because once you stack these in there, there's not going to be any damage. Like I said, we have to get through all of this stuff, and there's still a whole bunch. These right here, I'll just tape up, because I don't want these doors popping open when I'm carrying them up and down these stairs and going into our house and all that. These, oh man, like all these right here, these are all chase pieces. I'm going to have those in a separate box. These loose castings, all of the 118s, 124s will go in its own tote. It's very stressful. I'm not going to lie. It's a super stressful event. This is the second time me moving my whole collection like this. When I got to Missouri, my collection was only 300 cars. So at that time, it wasn't bad. And then when we left Arizona, we were at about 5,000 cars. And then if you guys are tracking, we are at 3,300 Mustangs alone. That is not even counting the 1,500 cars we have loose, 1,000 cars we have under this tote. We have a box of NASCAR. We have 2 totes of NASCAR over there. These drawers, there's nothing really left in there. I got to get all those NASCARs in there. But we're roughly sitting at maybe 8,000 or 9,000 cars. And that factors in all the donations I've done, dwindling down my collection, getting rid of non-Mustang things. We still have a whole bunch. All those customs, I really don't want anything happen to those, because those will all be individually bagged. All those muscle machines up top. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but I'm going to keep you guys posted as best as I can. But the biggest thing I have, the biggest fear I have, is when I built this with the intent of not moving. We weren't planning on buying a house. We always kind of entertained it, but we couldn't pass this moment on the house, and the timing was right and all that stuff. So when I do have to take this apart, these boards right here that actually hold the track together, it's 2 separate pieces, and the middle piece is actually right here. So this, from here on out, is one board, and then from here on up is another. Now, the fear I have is I pre-formed or pre-shaped this bend naturally. It's just really thin wood, or it's like a sheetrock type of wood. But it's only about 1/2 inch thick, and I let it just naturally curve by using this wood to prop it up, and then that piece right there kind of prevents it from bouncing and sagging. So once I take this off, once I separate these 2 pieces and it lays flat naturally, this siding has to come off. This fence is going to break off. I already know that because I cut it specifically for that curve. And then of course my other fear is these track bridges that are underneath all right here. Those are all going to pop off. So at the end of the day, I spent all this time putting in the little grass, the little trees, hand painting the grass and all this black. And then of course the red and white stripes. We had freaking trees here. This right here, this little grandstand, I built that probably, I mean, it didn't take me long. It took me probably like 30 minutes. All this is just going to fall apart, come apart, and then I'm going to have to start fresh in the new house, which at the same time, it's not bad. It's not really good, but it's just sad because I've only had this track up for just maybe a couple months, if that. And then just to see it just kind of get torn apart, it's going to suck. But because I do want to keep this track set up the way it is. I love this setup. I love the drag strip. I love the realistic color theme to it. I love the gray. I love the fencing. I mean, all the stuff I did, I love it. The grandstand is probably one of my favorite pieces, and I really want to take care of that because those people on there, They are just hot glued in place. And I don't want anything to happen to that because that took some time. Like I said, 30 minutes, but still took some time to put all this together for you guys, so we can have some races. So, all right, so we're still going through the stuff, guys. We have all of our boxes so far stacked. We got all of our M2s, our loose ones. We got Johnny Lightnings. I'm actually going to try these. These are 4x6 inch, and I want to see if my 143s, I hope they fit in here. I'm pretty sure they do, but we're going to go ahead and see. That is probably the best method, unless you want to individually wrap it. This will give it the same amount of protection. We're still just inching through all of this, guys. Like, all of our customs are individually bagged. I'm glad I kept a lot of these boxes for some of the vintage stuff, but we are making progress. I actually used the fork. I used a fork to pull those. Where did that fork go, actually? Oh, there it is. Right here. So, sacrificial fork, and it's really good at getting underneath and pulling these off. So, I'll probably bring this back over here. That way I can pull these. I got to move this table. Yeah, just get underneath, pry it off, drop it in there. So luckily I didn't use a whole bunch of these, but that's what I was able to use to keep a lot of these cards, so you can get like multiple at a time. It's very efficient. So find a sacrificial fork and pull all these off. All right, let's go ahead and see if these fit in there. All right, so pretty good size. I think these will actually fit. Try it out. Let's take the Dark Horse. Oh yeah, perfect. And it still closes. Nice. All right, there's one. So many more to go. Jeez. All right, so we got the pegboards off the wall. They're sitting here. And now we're just working on this section. So there were some that were just fastened to the structure. All these other ones are loose. So once I take off, I think this one and this one, this whole thing comes off and exposes what the basement really looks like. So this was very, very useful. Like I said, pegboard is the way to go, but I'm not going to be going this route in the new house. Like right here, it looks like the wall is good. But there's a lot of little holes I got to touch up from, you know, mounting the pegboard onto the wall. Some small spots, but other than that, it's not a lot of holes. So the pegboard eliminates a lot of that. So if I would have made all these holes in that wall, that would have been real bad. I got to take that stupid thing apart, the workbench. I'm not taking that with me. The only piece I will keep is this one. I've had this into Arizona with everyone's YouTube channel, stickers that they've sent in. These shelves are really good. I might bring these, not 100% sure, but I just want everything to match. This is a good shelf too, but I'm going to see if anyone else needs it. This, can't really use it. It worked for my basement, but don't want to forget this. It works for the basement, but in the next house, I want it to look good. I want it to look really good. So once all these pegboards off, it's going to look so plain. This shelf has to go. This thing is super heavy, and it is just taking up, looks like maybe 3 feet. This is the stuff you don't see. This is where my light box is. But yeah, it really just blocks off all of this. So we're almost there, guys. Almost there. I've probably spent about 16 hours just packing. Like, it has been ridiculous. All of these are all good to go, guys. These are all my M2 124s, big times, chases, my Lego Shelby's in there. And then all of these are M2s as well, 124s, all my 118s that are still in the box. And then yesterday, I actually finished up this one. This one has even more 124s. Now, the ones on top are the only ones in bags. The rest are actually individually wrapped. Yeah, those were all the ones up here. All of my pullbacks actually fit in their bags. This one, I need to put this one up too, so we'll set that over here so I don't forget it. But yeah, guys, this has been a process, and I've shared so much with you guys over the last 4 years. But this one, this is it, guys. This was not our forever home. This is military housing. This is our basement. So I've managed to have the greatest luck having this space, making it my own. And it's just time to move into our own home. And it's going to be the same size. I'm going to have this same, probably a little bit bigger, but I'm going to have this same amount of space in our new home, which works out perfectly. It's what we wanted. The move itself, yes, this is going to be rough. These boxes are freaking heavy, especially this one. This one is just stacked with Hot Wheels. We have a bunch of totes full of just loose. Yeah, this is going to be a move just on its own. This stuff right here, guys. So this takes time. Like I said, it's about, I don't know, 16 or so hours of just constant packing, making sure everything was individualized, in bags, in cases. Yeah, it's a process for sure. But this is going to be our final episode, final mail call in this basement on this table. For those who have watched the channel, the last 4 years, we've seen a lot of amazing things come into this room, added to the walls, added to displays. And yeah, this is it. This is going to be the final mail call, final episode, until we get moved into our new home with stuff for the collection. So here we go. You guys already see it. 118s. These are from Sam's Club. I have been waiting highly for these things, and these are the beautiful 2025 GTD Mustangs, of course, from Maisto. This color it's the same color as Ruby, and I think it looks phenomenal. Look at that, guys. For 20 bucks, these 118s are fully detailed. You got opening hoods, doors, trunks. I'm not sure if the trunk opens on this one, but man, that is freaking sweet. So not only do we get the red one, we also scored the charcoal or gray, indigo, whatever color it is, dark shadow. Throw the name to the color. This thing is beautiful. Man, this thing is awesome. So these are the two color releases for 2025. I gotta say the red one's my favorite. This one is the OG first release of the GTD. Yeah, these things are freaking sweet. So managed to go there this weekend, and they had it. I've seen a couple people post about it. I didn't think it was going to come this soon, but man, we got them. So two beautiful GTDs, which are going into these boxes to get moved. But wanted to showcase this before. Then, of course, we got two more right here. We got the black 67 Mustang GTA Fastback in black. We have one in white, and this is just another beautiful one right here. So we got this one, and then the last one is this blue GT500. Now, this one is a color that I was looking for probably a few months back, because I saw some people posting about it already, and I was like, man, did not know that these were all coming out. So I need to do a better job staying on top of Maisto, but this one is a gorgeous blue. If I find the name, I'll put it on the screen for you guys, just as well as those. This is awesome. Love the no stripe look to it. It's a really, really nice setup. So there are the 118s that we scored from Sam's, and we'll go ahead and move this over here. So this box is from Sergeant Mufasa. Last package. Yeah, it's going to be a sad moment, but before we get to that, we also got this bag from my buddy Ryan, and this one is another one for the collection. This is a second one, so I am going to open up one of them because I do need these wheels for a Mach 1 that I have. But this is the 1970 Boss 429 from Hobby Lobby. This is the charcoal metallic Holly Deco with the wheels. Which one is this one? What is this? Is this the driver series? Drivers? Maybe. But yeah, the Holly Bolt-On Power Deco. with the beautiful stack sticking out. So this one makes number 2 for the collection. Then these bad boys we found in the wild. Check it out. We got 1 and we got 2. Oh, and we got 2. Here we go, guys. The 1969 Mustang funny car. You guys know I love finding these. This is the Fonta Deco. Love it, of course. I love the opening bodies that M2 does. But this one is cool, but this one is even better, and I'm sure you guys already know which one it is. There it is, guys. The 750-piece chase of the funny car. This thing looks so cool. So just in case you guys want to see the difference, the chassis itself is all red, of course, with the chrome accents, and then the regular one is black with the natural engine colors and all that. So we scored this one. This is a great addition and definitely an awesome way to wrap up the M2s for my collection, at least for now. I'm still gonna hunt, guys. I'm still gonna be finding stuff. I'm not taking a pause. I'm just going to be adding it to a new box. Just like these 118s will go with the rest of the 118s that still need to get packaged. But yeah, these right here, guys, super stoked to have found those. We will throw this over here in the trash pile. And then my buddy hooked it up with this piece right here, the Elite 64 Semi, which is all satin black. I actually traded the white one, the one that I traded Josh over at Lit Wheels. I ended up giving it to my buddy Ryan, and then we were talking. He's like, I got the black one, and I was like, dude, I would have rather have had the black one. And then he's like, you can have it. So essentially, it was a trade, semi for semi. I think this one's the better one. I haven't opened it yet, of course, but definitely liked this one over the white and red one. I think the other one was, I don't know, too generic. And I love how this one has a Hot Wheels setup. So I might use this for my, I have a few RLCs that are loose from the Cobra, the Boss 302, the Code Red. I have a few actually that are loose. So that one might house just my RLCs. I think that would be pretty fitting since it is the Elite 64. But there is that one. Now let's move on to the box from Sergeant Mufasa. Like I said, I don't know what's inside, but there's only one way to find out, and it's to see what we got. All right, guys, here we go. This is a sad, but also a moment. This is the final box we're opening in this basement. Like the final one. We've seen so much awesome stuff come into this collection. A lot of stuff open on this table. But here we go. We have a letter or a note. MHD, finally got my affairs in order. Life has a way to kick you around a bit and you just deal with the punches. That is 100%, man. Hopefully whatever you're going through is just is over with. You've gotten past it. And let's see. Time off from the Diecast Madness helps. That's definitely a plus. Here are a few cars that need to be added to your mix. Sergeant Mufasa, United States Marine Corps, my man. Thank you so much for whatever's in this box. Hopefully whatever you've gone through, struggle, stress, anything, I'm hoping it is past and now you can just move on forward, especially with the holidays coming. Hopefully you have a great Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year, all the good stuff. But for those who are going through things, especially this time of year, be sure to check on families and friends and loved ones and all that good stuff. You never know. The holidays are always the roughest part for a lot of people. So be sure to check on them. Sergeant Mufasa, my man, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and dive in here and see what we got. So we have a few goodies, and I see this bad boy. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, hold up. But we have a loose one sitting right here. Check this out. What is this? Ooh. Here we go. Check this out. We got a Camaro Z28. There we go. Number 34 out of Racing Champions. Nice, dude. Wow, I've never seen this tooling before. But yeah, definitely love the Camaros. You guys know I do have a massive Chevy collection, which consists of Camaros. This one, this generation of the, I guess is like, this could be considered the catfish era. Maybe? You guys let me know. But this, I think this is what, like the 94? What year is that? 93 Chevy Camaro. But yeah, definitely love these. This is actually a pretty sweet tooling. Love it in black. So there is that one. We'll go ahead and turn on the light for you guys. Hold on. There we go. Get some light on in this place. So there you go. Nice black right here. Let's see, what else do we have? All right, we got another. Oh, got another couple loose castings. All right, here we go. We have a yellow Boss 302. Check it out. This looks like a Maisto. Yep, definitely a Maisto, 1970 Boss Mustang. I think I have one of these in pretty good condition. This one could be a custom if I need to switch out those wheels. But I think I might leave it just like that. You guys know I love some stuff that is a little rough, a little played with. It's good for dioramas if I ever get into building dioramas. This is actually a pretty good one right here. So we got the Camaro, we got the Mustang, and then followed up by a 67. There we go. This is the ruby red metallic with yellow flame. It's got the MC5s all the way around. Silver in the back, gold up front as far as the trim goes. Beautiful 67 though. This is probably one of my top 5 castings. I love how they did the tooling for this one. The hood is just beefy and massive. And very Eleanor. I've always been a fan of this tooling. So I have a few customs of this body style, and it's definitely one of my favorites. So there's that. That's pretty sweet. We have another loose casting. What is this one? Oh, nice. Oh, there we go. There we go. Is this the John Force one? I don't know. I have one similar. It's another Racing Champions 1964.5 Mustang, and it's number 50. There we go. I want to say this is the John Force one that I have. If it is, that's awesome. It's another one that we can add, but still, I love the way they did this one. You have the massive tub tires in the back, skinnies up front, very pro street, and yeah, that is sweet, dude. Nice. Heck yeah. And then we have, oh yeah, this is the Supra. Here we go. The 711. Now, I gave all the ones that I picked up away to friends, and here is one that I'm actually going to hold on to, especially since this was a gift from Sergeant Mufasa. So here's the Supra, the 711. Surprisingly, this one, not a lot of people picked up. It was hype at first. People were buying displays and all the stuff from the stores, but I think it kind of died down now. But we're going to go ahead and hold on to this one for the collection. I don't care about that car ding right there. A lot of people would freak out about it, but at the same time, it's all about the car. We will set that over here, and then we might have... Oh, we got another one. Hold up. What is this one? Ooh, look at that. Check out that beauty. I don't know if I have this one. This is sweet. This is the Greenlight 1965 Mustang Fastback. Gosh, that looks so good. Man, love that stripe running down the center, especially with the black deck lid. Really has those lights pop, but that looks really good. Man, you gotta let me know what series. I want to say this looks familiar, but at the same time, I'm not sure. That is an awesome one. Heck yeah, dude. All right, and then the final one right here. Check it out. In the package, guys. Hot Rod Collectibles. The 64 Speedster. This is number 2 for the Speedster. I don't have this one. This is actually new for the collection, but the only other one I have for the 64 Speedster was the WCW. It was Bill Goldberg's black one. That's the only other one I've ever seen, and this is freaking sweet, man. Look at that. Talk about a full custom, man. You got the chopped glass. It looks stretched a little bit, especially with that tonneau cover. God, man, that is awesome. Holy crap. I wonder if they ever actually made this. This has to be a real one. I don't know. I do want to see if there's a picture of it, because if there is one like that, that is a super clean Speedster. But this is issue number 176. Love the purple. yeah, just the hot rod look. So this is Racing Champions 1999 release. This was their 10-year, looks like their 10-year anniversary release. Limited one of 9,999. It's funny how they didn't go to 10,000, but I guess 9,000 looks visually appealing because it's like, oh, that's even less. But it's really one off. Yeah, that is super clean, dude. Thank you so much, man. That is awesome. What a way to finish this out, guys. I mean, let me just triple check, make sure I'm not throwing away anything. Yep, that's all of it. So there we go, guys. Final mail call in this basement. So sad to see. But we got the M2s with the Chase. So we can cross that one off the list. We can cross off these 118s. I mean, 4 of them for 20 bucks a piece. Yeah, a little hefty. Should I buy them? Yes. I'm not even going to say any other answer than that. I'm glad to have those for the collection. We got the Elite 64 hauler. These beauties right here. We got the Hot Rod Collectible 64 Speedster from Sergeant Mufasa. The 711 Supra. And then these loose castings right here. Definitely appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and set things off over here real quick because, yeah, I need to make this packing a little bit easier. So 1 second. We'll just go ahead and stack these here. I don't need to be super organized at the moment, but definitely want to make sure that these get put up and packaged right. I mean, look at the detail, guys. You can see the adjustable suspension through the back. That is, man, that's awesome. These M2s. Right, so we got these all bagged up. 1 second. We should have room in here. We will go ahead and put these inside of this. We got to put his letter, the final letter, right here. We do have our bag full of letters that I always keep. Those are in one of these totes. I can't remember if it's in, I think it's in one of my 124 boxes. That is it. So this right here, guys, this is it. No more mail calls. We gotta wrap this up. And that is it. This is the fancy table that we've used. And I just want to thank you guys very much for all the love, support, and everything. But that is it, guys. No more mail calls in this basement. Stay tuned. I'm going to be keeping you guys updated if I can with how everything's being packed up. But yeah, we're done here. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the races. I'm still going to be posting up races against the Evo just to keep some content up with you guys, because it's going to be a long time before we put out anything as far as a collection, before I can even have time to set up my new space. Until next time, guys, this is the Mustang Hunter. Peace.